Hello, Assalamu alaikum, Namaskaram. In today's live session, we are going to talk about three different copywriting frameworks. Let me just open the image. Okay. So this is what I wanted to talk about today. I'll give a couple more minutes for people to join in. In the meantime, could you guys tell me whether you can hear me fine? Everything okay? Can you hear me, see me? Hi Meher, happy to have you here. You can give me a thumbs up if you can see me fine. And also I would love to hear where you're joining from, like which city, just leave it in the comments. Which city are you joining from? Thank you Risna, thank you Chimney Tales. Okay, so there are plenty of copywriting frameworks. It's not just the three of them that I'm going to talk about today. There are, I think, over 10 of them. So before I get into the frameworks, what is copywriting? So copywriting is writing itself, but writing to sell, to put it very simply. When you want to sell something to somebody, the way you write, whether it's an Instagram caption or whether it's a video script, whether it's an email newsletter, anything that you write in order to sell your product or service is called copywriting. So it's copy and writing. It's different from the regular writing, the regular day-to-day writing that we do, because our ultimate goal is to get inquiries or sales for our products and services. So there are three of them. I'm sorry that the margin is a little cut off. I'll keep the dimensions in mind tomorrow when I'm doing the next live. Anyway, the first one that I wanted to talk about is called PAPA or PAPA: Problem, Agitate, Persuade, and Ask. So basically, what you're going to do as a business owner or as a marketer or as a copywriter is that you're going to notify, like you're going to talk about a particular problem or the pain point or a struggle that your ideal client or your prospect is probably going through. And then you're going to agitate. So I'll give you an example, by the way. So first you talk about the problem and then you agitate them. So probably the poor person who's reading your caption didn't even realize that there was such a problem existing. So that creates awareness, the way you write it. Then you persuade. You tell the other person that this particular problem or this particular struggle that the prospect or the ideal client is facing can be solved using your product or your services. So that is the persuading part, and then you end it with a clear call to action or clear CTA. So problem, agitate, persuade, ask. The best example is how people generally sell medical services or wellness services or health services. So the example that I had noted down for today is, do you struggle with PCOD? So you start with the problem itself. Do you struggle with PCOD? PCOD can result in weight gain, excessive hair growth, irregular periods. So you're creating awareness around the problem by agitating the person who's reading it. And then you're persuading the person who's reading by saying that our specialist can help you overcome PCOD the way we have helped thousands of clients all over India. And then followed by a clear call to action, which is DM us or reach out to us or WhatsApp us or call us to book a free consultation. So this is how the framework can be used. Basically, framework means a formula. So the formula can be used like this. So first you start out with the problem. You sort of be very in your face, and then you agitate by speaking more about the problem and how it's going to affect the person negatively. And then you try and persuade the person on the call. Can you guys hear me now? Is everything okay? I got a call in between and then okay, Instagram is not letting me share that image anymore. I'm sorry about that, but it will be on my feed. Hopefully the replay also will come without any glitches. So yeah, so you talk about the problem, you agitate by giving negative, like how it can negatively impact the person, and then you persuade or you talk about your service and how it can help solve that particular problem, and then you end it with a clear call to action or a clear ask on how people can reach out to you, etc. So that's the first framework that I was talking about, BABA. The second is FAB or FAB. It is feature, advantage, and benefits. This is generally how we see people selling their products. It's very common. The best example that I can give you is, let's say, a shop that is selling orthopedic mattress. So the features of the orthopedic mattress, why should anybody invest in it? The advantages and the benefits. So we're not really talking about any of the problems or pain points or struggles or anything. We're just talking about the different features and benefits of buying your products or service. So coming back to the example of the orthopedic mattress, what I'm going to say is, as a business owner, this particular orthopedic mattress is made of memory foam. We are offering a 100-day free trial and return. You can try it out for 100 nights, and then if you don't like it, you can return it for free delivery and installation. Keep your spine perfectly fine, and those kind of things. So all the different, I will ask the question towards the end, yeah? Keep them coming, by the way, keep the questions coming. So basically all the different benefits, features and advantages of your products and service. You can take a mobile phone, for example. It has this much memory, this kind of camera, what else? It's foldable, or better data connection, so on and so forth. All the different things that we see when we generally buy consumer products, that copywriting follows the framework called FAB or FAB as the second framework. Now the third is BAB or before after bridge. Before I get into the third framework, my previous live session, the one that I did before the weekend, I think it was on Saturday, it saved on my it saved in my feed. In that live session, I had talked about a marketing funnel called AIDA, AIDA, which is also a copywriting framework, by the way. Attention, interest, desire, action. You can use that for writing your copy again. So it's so that is another one. I didn't want to repeat the same thing in today's live, but if you go back and watch that live session, you will understand how AIDA works, how you can use it for copywriting as well as a marketing funnel. So yeah, I was about to say something and I lost track. For those of you who are new, who just joined, thank you so much for coming in. I would love to know where you're joining from. Like, could you leave your city names? Are you from Kochi, from Dubai, from Qatar? Where are you guys? Doha, Qatar. Wherever you guys are joining in from. And also, if you press on that little heart button, my live session will get better engagement and better reach. So if you could do that. Okay, so the last one that I wanted to talk about is BAB, before after bridge. This you must have noticed mostly in fitness transformations, like health related stuff, fitness coaches, dietitians, nutritionists. Hi Natasha. Then there is interior decorators or interior designers, they show a plain room and then they show a decorated or finished room, so a person is able to see both the transform, like the before and the after. So this is also a great work to this is also a great framework to write your copy. So first you start off with the struggles or the current stage where your ideal client is in, and then you talk about where they would like to reach, and then so the before, then the after, and then you talk about how your product or service can help that person reach that desired state. So before, after, bridge. So you have to talk about both the before and the after, and also obviously how your business is going to help. So apart from the nutrition and interior decorators, my coaching programs are also, like when I talk about my coaching program, I follow this formula as well. So I talk about how someone as a business owner would be struggling all alone trying to build and scale a business, unable to market it properly, don't know how to market, would rather just sell, but then again struggles with selling also. So by joining my coaching program or my upcoming Elevate Mastermind, the person will be able to get through that, get past those hurdles, because they have a coach guiding them and supporting them throughout the journey, teaching them different things like the copywriting framework and all of that, and will be able to get them from a place of scattered income or unstable income to a proper 5-figure, 6-figure, 7-figure income per month. So we have, as a business owner, you have to be able to tell an ideal client or a prospect how your product or service can help them reach from point A to point B. So these are the 3 different frameworks that I wanted to talk about today. Now, this doesn't mean that you stick to only one type of framework or only 2. No. Like I was saying at the beginning of the live session, there are like 10 plus of them. There are several others. Depending on what you're selling or what service you're trying to sell or where you are in the season of your business, you can mix and match, combine them. In fact, you can use like one framework in one reel or one post, and then the other framework in another reel, another post. You can do that, you know. There is no hard and fast rule that you use only one particular framework. Let me try opening the image again. Nope. Instagram is not letting me share the image. Okay, so do you guys have any questions? If you do, you can leave it in the comments or in the little question sticker, you know, the little speech bubble with a question mark under the screen. You can leave it there, or you can just directly ask in the comments. So Sabar Nizi asked, would FAB be the way to write for artwork? So FAB is feature advantage benefits. Yeah, it's definitely a good framework to start with. Sorry, it's definitely a good framework to start with when it comes to selling your artwork. But like I was just saying, you don't have to stick with just one framework. You can use several of them. And also, this is not just for copywriting. Even when you're talking to people, like sometimes people inquire over the phone or in the DM, there also you can list the features and benefits and tell them, hey, so this is what I'm offering, this is how it can help you, and this is how you can purchase XYZ from me. So FAB isn't the only way or the right way. You can definitely use different framework. So let's look at PAP or PAPA, where we talk about the struggles first. Problem, agitate, persuade, and action, right? So let's say you sell artworks that can be used as home decors. Obviously, artworks are generally home decor items only. So let's say you're looking at it from that angle. So one of the things that you can tell in your copy is, are your walls bland and boring? Are you, or Are your walls bland and boring? Are you tired of seeing the same Gisapita little cactus that you got from IKEA on your table? Would you like Would you like to rev up your workspace? Would you like to add some color and energy so that you feel motivated to do your work when you are at your workspace? Then hey, why don't you look at our different collections of office space artwork that we have listed on our website. Tap on the link in our bio or reach out to us if you would like to purchase one. So that is another way of selling your artwork, but using the PAP or PAPA framework. So to answer you, I hope that answers your question, Sabir. Anybody else? I'm checking the comments. Okay, Sabir says it makes sense. I'm glad it does. I'm sorry, I had made a poster and I was using it properly, and then I got a call and the whole thing got disconnected. Irizen is asking, what about services? Can we use these frameworks? Yes, of course. I gave the example of interior decorator, interior designer. It is a service, right? Interior designers don't generally manufacture everything themselves. They have vendors, yes, but they are providing interior design services or architectural services. A nutritionist or a fitness coach is not selling any product. They are selling service only. So you can use these frameworks to sell anything. It's not just product only or service only. Pretty much anything under the sky you can sell using these frameworks. Okay, if you have any questions, Sabrine. Okay, thank you, Sabrine. Yes, Sabrine says we should touch on emotions of the person. Yeah, so marketing is all about psychology. It is about understanding where your ideal client is emotionally and mentally, what kind of problems or pain points or struggles they are going through, speaking to those particular, like you have to pinpoint and focus on that, and then you offer your product or service to make their life better. So it is all psychology, it's all understanding the human emotions and everything behind a person's purchasing decision. Do you guys have any other question? So while I'm waiting for the next question, I would like to remind you that my brand new mastermind called Elevate is open for registration. The program officially starts on January 8th next year, inshallah. However, you can send in the applications. It's an application-based program. Not everybody gets admission. The maximum number of people I'm going to take in is 30 founders or 30 business owners for the whole year, 2024. There's going to be weekly live coaching sessions. There are going to be a lot of pre-recorded trainings. There are going to be experts who are going to come in and share their knowledge with you when it comes to building, scaling, marketing, selling, and all of that. The mastermind will touch all the different aspects of your business, not just marketing, from your mindset to pricing to marketing to selling, like how to close sales. A lot of us are not great at selling. We are great at putting out content, but then we get a lead or an inquiry and then we don't know what to do with it. So all the different aspects of your business will be touched upon. Plus the fact that you are getting access to a coach for 12 full months. So you don't have any excuse of anything really, because 12 months is a pretty long period, and it's a great amount of time to have an access to not just a coach, which is me, but also other people who are in the program, which is why it's called mastermind, because you learn from other business owners as well, not just me. Plus there will be like quarterly events, quarterly goal setting, and all of that, which will be shared with you if and when you join the program. What else? The investment, since this is the first launch, the beta launch of the program, the investment at this point in time is USD 2,000 for the full year. So you can divide it per month and see how much it comes in your currency, and it's not a whole lot of investment if you look at it from a value point of view. After a few months, I will be increasing the amount for investment, but right now it's $2K. Sorry. All right. I don't think there are any other questions. I am not seeing anything in the comments or in the question bubble. So I'm going to take your leave. Thank you so much for joining. If Instagram doesn't bother me with their little glitches, this replay should be on my feed. Take care. Bye.